The Polar Bear Who Had Many Adventures, Part 3. You might wonder, what was the big plan? The big crazy idea that Father Bear had was to get on iceberg and hope that they would float away to the same place where the mother bear had gone. The next part of the plan was to scare all of the people away and take over the city. After that, they would look for their beloved polar bear. After 10 days of floating, the one iceberg the family was on arrived at the very same beach that the mother had landed. Unfortunately, they had gotten separated from the others, and there were no longer enough bears left to scare the people away. This time, the father, the auntie, and the 2 cubs weren't sent to the zoo. The zookeeper couldn't afford to feed 4 more bears. They were sent back to their home in Canada. The polar bears were very disappointed. The mother began making puppy eyes at every visitor. Sometimes she even cried. A few months later, it was winter and very few people came to the zoo. The zookeeper was running out of money. He decided to send some of the animals away, including the mother bear. The mother was very fortunate to be sent back to her home. She couldn't wait to see her babies again. On the ship, she saw many different places. One time, she saw some other polar bears on an island. This made the mother even more excited. When the mother finally arrived at her home, she saw her cubs in the distance. The family ran happily towards the mother, and they all hugged each other. And then they lived happily ever after. The moral of the story is, never lose hope. The end.